Good evening, everyone. How are you all today? I hope you're all doing well. Everyone knows the Game Grumps. Well, if you've been on the internet for the last few years, you've probably heard of the Game Grumps. And recently, a few allegations have came out against Dan from the Game Grumps. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you talking about this? It's because there's been a lot of, one specific bit of misinformation which has been going around on Twitter specifically. I know, Twitter, the place where you get all the factual evidence from. Now, you're probably wondering, what's going on with Game Grumps? Why is there allegations against Dan? What's happening? What's going on? If you like the Game Grumps says. And this is what this video is about. I'm going to explain in detail what has actually been going on with Dan specifically, and trying to clear up some of the rumours which have actually went on with this. Because if you just look at a few two Reddit posts, you can, three Reddit posts, you can get the idea of what's true, what's not. And that's the problem with Twitter. People don't try and fact check things or check all the evidence out. And that's what I've done for you today. So, before we get into the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to, subscribe. Because did you know that if you hit that subscribe button, you actually have a 100% chance of currently being alive today. I know, it's quite amazing what you can actually believe. If you click the subscribe button, you have a 100% chance statistically of being alive. So check that. So click that subscribe button. It only takes you 2 seconds. And also, comment down below 1 like equals, and in the next video, and I, specifically me, ya boy, will give you a shout out in the next video. So if you want that shout out, you gotta say down below 1 like equals. So do that. Anyway, let's get into the video. So now we're going to talk about the main bulk of what's been going on with the Game Grumps. And what is actually happening. I've actually had to read through a few posts, and all of this stems from one specific Reddit post, which is saying video evidence of the Dan accusations. That's where I'm guessing most people are getting the information. I had to look through 2 Reddit posts and collect most links on this thing. So now if we actually read into this, the Reddit post actually says, for over a year now there have been accusations about Dan, I don't know how to say second name, Avidan? Fricking on the phone, sleeping and ghosting younger fans. Among other things, several girls have came forward publicly while others have contacted me or others privately. A few days ago, another girl who wishes to remain anonymous for obvious reasons contacted me saying that she wanted to come forward, sharing both her story and some physical evidence. Now, the first bit of evidence is this little video which I'm going to play for you right now.
So I just got to my room at the resort in Mexico. Girl, look at this jacuzzi tub. Oh, it's got water jets that shoot out of the seats. They got fucking seats. Oh man, 2 seats in fact. Wish you were here to take up that other one and then crawl onto the first one so we could fucking this. Anyway.
Now, while for most of the video he is actually simping over a hot tub of all things, and to be honest, that hot tub does look kinda nice though, but that's beside the point. If you look at most of the evidence going on here, at the end he mentions about the frick, about the insert, yes? And if we actually look at another bit of evidence which is given to us via this Reddit post, and it's when this was actually sent, which is December 17th. As you can see, it basically says, haha, thank you, or enjoyed this video, but that's fine, sleep well, handsome, night night, love heart. Then he sent the video. My god, I've never seen something so beautiful and fancy. I really wish I was there too. If you feel comfortable with the idea, you should send me a little video saying that you'd like to be fricked in the tub. That would do things for me, haha. So as you can see, the date there was December 2017, which was about 4 years ago now. And if we look at the rest of the Reddit post here, we'll actually see later on that it says, her experience with Dan matches the pattern of girls who have came forward while she was underage. She privately contacted him as a fan and more than happily engaged in conversation. As the years went by and she became of legal age, her conversations turned into texts and eventually led on to meeting him backstage at a Game Grumps live show where the fricked activity occurred. A couple of weeks after contact ceased. So now, if we actually look when the first text was sent, this was back in 2017. Thanks blank, you rock, and so does blank, that's where blank oh my goodness, I'll hide my loved ones, you should be in blank, we could be best friends, Dan. I'm actually hoping to visit and do some shows in early 2014. I would keep you posted. Woo. I'm excited to see you. Yeah, love you, man. Now, that was in 2013, in September specifically, as you can see. Now, this says October 2013, where it says, happy 18th birthday, have a lovely day, lots of love to you, XXXXXXXX. So, we don't actually get the exact birthday, but we can actually examine that it was probably about a month later, if not less, that the entire Frick tech started happening. Now, if we actually see that, he mentioned early shows in 2014, which, if going by this, it could possibly mean that that's when the Frick contact started happening. But chances are it says a couple of years later, so probably not. Now, we have no evidence that anything happened while they were underage. We have no evidence against that, or anything to prove that. And also, there's this other little Reddit post, which is from 11 months ago, so basically saying, so it's come to this with Dan Accusations master post. So, there's a lot to go through this. I'm not going to read it all because it's quite a long Reddit post. But there's a few things which basically say he's not a groomer or a that word, and none of the accusations have named him as such. And so far, the other accusations, the most recent one, from the person who pretty much knew Dan for, 5 years on average? So we can estimate that at some point in between there, he had relations, let's just call them relations. He had relations with the fan, and that's where it all really came from. Now, the most recent post, people are saying that, oh, he's this, he's that. He's not. There's no evidence to actually assume he is, other than a fan texted him about a month before they turned 18, which, if anything happened in that month, then yes, he would be down for some serious allegations of it being called a groomer or the such. That is what would get him in hot water. Since we have no evidence of him actually being said groomer, we actually have no evidence to assume that he is. Now, where did any of this come from? Where did any of this come from? Where did this grooming accusation come from? Chances are it came from, he is currently 41 as of recording. He's currently a 41-year-old man, and chances are, if this is going back to 2013, he would have been 33 at the time when they first messaged, which to some people can seem a bit dodgy that, oh, it's a 33-year-old talking to an 18-year-old. Now, that's legal. It isn't about, oh, is it legal or not? It is legal. The law says it's legal. In most places in the world, that's a legal age, 18. And people are saying that he is a groomer because probably she contacted him when she was underage about a month before. Now, is he a groomer? No, he's not. Did he mishandle every single one of these accusations? Yes, he did do some shady things by completely ghosting people multiple times, which has been an ongoing accusation for ages. And if we actually read to the second Reddit post, it actually mentions that cosplays in certain Los Angeles communities have heard about Dan, which I have personally heard about his tendency to sleep with and then ghost girls. That is the only accusation which is bad, and it is very unprofessional of him specifically, and I do not condone. But people going as far as they are currently and saying he quote-unquote groomed is completely wrong. It is wrong, and there is currently, as of right now, as of the 22nd of the 3rd in 2021, the 22nd of March, there is no concrete proof of any minors or any, well, the only minor we really got is she contacted Dan about a month before her birthday on average, of which we can really imagine. But is he a groomer? No, there is no concrete or any evidence saying that he is. And if there is, it's people on Twitter saying he is. which, to be honest, is stupid because it's Twitter. It's Twitter being Twitter. Let's be honest. It's Twitter just being the mess that Twitter is. It's Twitter being the cancellation machine that it is. Twitter. If you're going to find something about Redditing, or if you're going to find anything about anyone being groomed or the such, go and actually look at the evidence. Because people on Twitter take everything out of proportion. People say, oh, this, that, whatever. There, right now, is no evidence that anything happened with a person who was underage. There is no evidence that any of that happened. And that's what people are trying to push. This video is coming out and saying, no, he's not. There is no evidence against it, as of right now. If there's going to be evidence in the future, I'll probably report on it. I'll tell you all, I'll explain to you all, like usual. But as of right now, there's nothing. That's all I've really got to say. We've looked through one whole Reddit post, and also a few bits of evidence. And with the evidence, if we are to assume, which, well, isn't to be assumed, but since we know it is the same person, and these posts happened, 5 years between the entire hot tub simping, which he did, and then the actual first contact, and then the 18th birthday thing, we could imagine that right now the person who is currently in the spotlight for coming out against him, they would be about 26 or 25. Which is a long way from being a minor. They have been an adult for a good while now. There is no evidence to say he's groomed or such. I want to keep telling you that because it's the most important thing. And if people widespread and say, and if we use false allegations of he's this, he's that, it's going to damage his image more than what it already should be. Because as it is unprofessionalism. That's what he's done, not grooming, not other things, not anything like that. He's only really been completely unprofessional and a bit of a asshole, pretty much. That's all he's really done. He's just been quite a bit of an asshole and ghosted people. But nothing to do with minors has really happened. At least as of right now. If we get accusations later that he is with concrete evidence, yes, we'll have to address that, and that will be when that happens. But as of right now, there is nothing, there's no evidence, and I'll actually cite the sources down below so you can have a little read yourself. See, after this video I recommend you go and read those Reddit posts pretty much, and then come to the conclusion yourself. Because if you actually want to check it out, go read the Reddit sources and then you'll see the evidence and everything that is there, because multiple things have said that he's not. And as it is, there's nothing there that says he did anything with a minor or someone of underage. But anyway, that's the video concluded. And if you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave a like, dislike it if you disliked it. Also, did you know that if you leave a subscribe down below, you have a statistical 100% chance of currently being alive at this very moment. And also, one like in this video equals one GTA heist mission completion by yourself, and you get all of the money. Yeah, I know, it's quite amazing. But yeah, so click the subscribe, click the bell, and click the little like, because it helps me out a lot and gets my videos in the algorithm. So please do help me out. Help your boy out. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, whenever that is. So I'll catch you all in.